Hey, what's up? It's Greg Redden. Just taking a walk. I'm a little bit heated about certain things I find appropriate to be heated about, but I wanted to say something real quick to start this video, and I'll try and keep it short because I'm really not in the mood to mince words. What would be the worst thing that would happen? In fact, let me change that. Let me update that. This government, this U.S. government, long ago, but certainly now, more than ever, should be overthrown and removed from all and any power. I have no problem saying that myself, Greg Redden. I mean, when we got a government that is run by elite multi-billion-dollar motherfuckers at Bildeberg and such and so forth, and agendas, and even our own government promoting and executing mass genocide, often covertly, around the world, allowing pedophile rings to exist and to further. And a lot of the motherfuckers that are involved in that shit, they got the protection to do it. They can walk around, just like George W. Bush can walk around freely. And this, the U.S., his own country, the war criminal fuck that he is. He's not the only one, but it's an example. But go abroad, I don't think you'll see George W. taking any vacations outside the U.S. because, I don't know, I figure probably a good reason for that is because he's considered a war criminal in the rest of the world, which is appropriate from my view. I mean, even if you don't agree about the fucking horror he spread on the rest of the world, how about the fact that that motherfucker knew full hand about everything he greenlighted and was involved in his administration, about those towers, I think we all remember, sadly, that fell in New York on his watch, his knowledge, which, like history has often shown, is a false flag. He used it as a means to blame another nation, a whole fucking geography of nation, a group of people, a Muslim, a culture, whatever. He blamed them and bombed the shit out of their fucking country on live TV in March of 2003. Shock and awe. I was shocked and awe. I mean, my stomach was revolted. I mean, he was bombing a city full of innocent men, women, and children. Everybody. They were all innocent. And then he turned around and, used it to start shit like the Patriot, regulate things here. This was all planned out far in advance of even that situation happening. But, yeah. What's up with this Trump dude, man? I think he's kind of, I had certain degree of hope, let's just put it that way, hope that it wasn't the train wreck that it's become, being that he's got independently wealthy, and hopefully at the time before the election I was thinking maybe he wouldn't be a punk to the World Bank's agenda in Bilderberg. Well, you look at what's going on, sure as fuck he has to be. So yeah, for overthrowing the government, Syrian rebels did it. That was a smart thing to do. They were being, killed, imprisoned in mass quantity. Same shit that's going on here, but I seem to be, in my mind, the only person that I can find that's long been wanting a revolution. I mean, they're killing us from the skies every day. They got planes specifically employed and sent out there with employees for no other reason than to gas our skies with iron particulates and other gas toxins. You got to figure the guys who do that, who man those planes, can't be the smartest fucking bulbs in the drawer anyway. Their children have to breathe that in, as do yours, as do I, and everybody else. So this Trump dude, yeah, I get a little bit fucking revolted every time I hear the threat of nuclear war. This guy's on fucking Twitter and whatever he's on social media making jokes about the whole situation. Here's the thing, motherfucker. You've got $600+ billion being pumped into a defense budget. I call it a war budget, your war machine, when we've got a country full of imprisoned people who should not be there. We've got a country full of impoverished people, people going hungry. And what are you doing creating weapons? What, for your nuclear war? Hey, dumb shit. What do you think would happen if even one nuclear bomb in this fragile earth and its environment, after the elitists have cut it down and drained it like has long been the plan? Till extinction, that's their hope. What's gonna happen if you drop a nuclear bomb? You stupid, dumb shit. It's gonna fucking blow out a whole lot of innocent people in land and leave fucking chemicals everywhere. And guess what? They're gonna retaliate. Guess what happens? Fucking more fucking blown up parts of the earth and shit until, yeah. World War starts now here, you dumb motherfucker. And I take it very offensively that you joke about it, because it's lives like mine and people down here, anybody who's impoverished, imprisoned, or having to live with your police, state, government politics where nobody wants to go out because they're afraid they'll be imprisoned or killed for being themselves. And you, motherfucker, you're gonna sit there and have a good time and joke. Well, maybe you weren't joking. Maybe you want to blow these people off the map. Guess what? I think you better leave the rest of the world alone. You know why? Seems to me they've been fucking tolerant to every fucking level of our government occupying and bombing their lands and killing their people and occupying their lands and blowing them up and fucking doing all sorts of that shit. Nothing against the military, because they were ordered to do so by these fucks. They're being sent to be killed too. They're pawns as well. Nobody gives a shit about. I mean, they're gonna go to these award ceremonies, the president and such, and shake hands and kiss babies. He doesn't give a fuck. The boatloads and fucking truckloads of our young people are being sent off to fight his wars, or our government's wars that they fucking created covertly. And the balls on Trump knowing all this, creating Muslim bans. How about a Trump ban, motherfucker? How about a U.S. government ban? How about we, the people of this country, remove these motherfuckers from power before the rest of the world loses their patience with these genocidal, rapist, elitist motherfuckers? Seems to me like a society can govern itself. These people that run the world, the elitist, richest banking motherfuckers, you know what they do if they don't like somebody? They take the pussy way out. They use they came on, this is our earth. We're the people, the inhabitants of it, while they sit up in the rich comforts and fucking luxury. But here's the thing. I forgot what I was going to say. It's fucked up. We're allowing it to happen. If you don't know if you're involved in it, it's so micro-compartmentalized, this government and such. You could be working, you know, you're even like a tree service or something. If you're mowing down mass amounts, like for instance of our Sioux City landscape and trees for no other reason because you haven't been employed to, that's a judgment call. I can't hate on you for taking that job. It's good money, but that's one of the instances. That's being controlled from the top, and you're a pawn. You're mowing down the same earth that's not going to be around for the next generation, the one after that, if they get what they're banking on. They don't give a fuck about anybody in this country. It ain't about pro-U.S. patriotism, because you know what? I'm from America. I love everywhere I go. I'm protective of it. That's why I speak up about this shit, because it's affecting. Look around you. After dark, there ain't a fucking person in the streets. They're afraid to go out. They fucked us all and the whole world. We should all be mad. This government needs to step down. I think at this point, we the people, have much more awareness and logical ability, humane, free, good ability to govern ourselves appropriately, independent of a government where we have really no choice, unless you want to be imprisoned or killed, to go into their system, work their bullshit jobs, or a job you even hate. You might make good money, but at the end of the day, you're just going on to the next thing. You might come home and have a few comforts, but back to work, back to the grind, back to the system. No individuality or uniqueness. I ain't hating on you. Maybe you don't know. But while I'm on that topic, before I wrap this, I'll try and keep this somewhat short. For the people who don't know, here's the thing. Information about this conspiracy, which it is, it's not a theory. But these fucking world and global governmental elitists planning and from the top, enjoying their work, by the way, while this whole world suffers and goes down. We're all gonna be dead too. I love where I'm from. Everywhere I'm from, even my city. It disgusts me. But yeah. Conditions are bad. I know a lot of people are afraid to speak out against government or authority or police presence or undercover because it's everywhere. But from my personal standpoint, for my own self, I can't stand by and not say something, because how the fuck does that evil, fucking genocidal, murderous, controlling entity, the small few at the top, they're killing us. You know what? I don't feel bad. They're killing us. It's appropriate to start defending ourselves with appropriate resistance against tyranny, oppression, genocide, even if it's covert. And yeah, start fighting back. I've said it before. I run across neighborhoods between days, see a house leveled, or see somebody's fucking foundation torn in half or some shit. I've said, you know what, shame on the neighbors. If I saw that, even the neighborhood I'm in, where I can't stand, well, there's some fucked up motherfuckers living in my neighborhood. A few of them, I like some of them, but that's here nor there. If I saw any one of them, even the neighbors I don't like Spaceship Command next door, going and fucking with his property, I'd go out there and belt the motherfucker with a bat. You know? If I saw somebody come and plow down my neighbor down the street's house, a friend of mine, I'd be out there with a fucking blunt object, making sure that didn't happen. And sure as shit, they would never come on my property. That's why my property's not changed and different. Like I see the sad state, or even plowed, like a lot of these people in this community have been subject to. Because I wouldn't let it happen. I'd go to my death defending my property. And I mean that. I'm not a violent person. I've shown that. The federal government, they know that. They know I'm not a rapist, a sexual pedophile, pervert, or any of the such nature. I'm not a killer. I certainly have the ability to kill, should it come down to defending my life or those of innocent party in my presence or my life. So how is it I'm so bad? I hear people calling me a terrorist. Seems like I'm sticking up for every one of you, even the motherfuckers that hate on me, because I'm battling these cocksuckers. At this point, you know, through these mediums, I'm looking forward to the day, just to wrap, because I could go so many directions with this. I'm looking forward to the day when I'm not the only cocksucker who's the revolution. I'm looking forward to the day where people aren't afraid anymore. They got the balls to come stand not just with me, but with other people, not be afraid of how it might hurt their pretty little reputation, because we're all going to be dead if this shit goes the way they're planning. You think Trump gives a fuck? No. Him and his buddies, they're gonna be off fucking in another world should nuclear war hit the fan, or in underground, long ago built comfort caverns exempt from any damage from nuclear bombs. They have their plans. They don't give a fuck about you or me or anybody. It's about time we start giving back. We start resisting. Hey, another thing while I'm thinking about Trump, that wall. Remember the Berlin Wall, when everybody just broke that fucking shit down because it wasn't right? Not too distant from what I'm figuring your wall represents. Apartheid, the separation of people, classes. It's everywhere in this country. It's everywhere in this country. And it's gonna get worse. Go on YouTube and look up Agenda 21. I won't spill all that here, but yeah, fuck you. And I love everybody. I might come off pissed off sometimes, but I'm very much an optimist, meaning I fucking do things that I can, or things that I've learned that will hopefully, in a lot of cases they do. My batting average is pretty good. Diffuse situations that are going in the direction of, yeah, bad shit. And I wouldn't do anything different. You know, I'm not greedy for money. I like money, and I'm looking forward to the day when I can be doing work for money I will take. I wouldn't take $1 billion. I've said it before, but I'll reiterate with this. I wouldn't take $6 billion to heave off my fellow man, rat him out, lie about him, kill him, or my communities, my earth. Fuck that. There's a lot of things I will do for money. Some of them you might judge, but fuck you if you do, because what am I really doing wrong? I like to have gay adult sexual relations from time to time. I don't have a wife or kids. I like to do substances and drugs, should I choose. I figure as a 36-year-old adult man, I have that right. Yeah, and it's not like I'm committing mass genocide or involved in protected pedophilia rings that are rampant around this world and everywhere, it seems. Yeah, and I'm not involved in indoctrinating children to lies and teaching them to be rats and part of this system. I'm not doing anything really that bad. Anything that you can judge me for, 99% of the time it's going to be a adult, consensual, conscious, which I take accountability for, appropriate adult activity, meaning there's no victim. And whether or not you think I should be doing it, you can go fuck yourselves. I love these people, or really hate them. I'm sarcastic sometimes. That are the Dr. Drews or Dr. Phil's of society. They don't even know me. And I've never met them. But they think they've got the right to invade in my life, often covertly, and they think they've got the power to tell me how to live my life and what I should do and what's right and wrong. No. you're wrong. Like a great man once said in a balcony somewhere, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, I'm right. And take credit, I'm not kidding. You want a revolution? I've been working at it for 9 years. I am the revolution. I don't see anybody else yet. Hopefully that'll change, but we all need to stick together and fight this corrupt and evil, sinister government and elitist global agenda that is going to see the death of us all in in pretty fast track. It's accelerating like you wouldn't believe. We got dipshit Trump sitting up there joking about nuclear world wars and shit. What the fuck? How does he logically explain that to an intelligent human race that is the way to go when the Earth is on the fritz? They're gassing us from the sky. They don't give a fuck. They're going to be out of here. But yeah, how did they logically sell that to us? It wasn't sold to me because I didn't buy the shit. That's a good idea. When nuclear war breaks out, extinction of most all life here on Earth. That includes you and your children. And even if you have the means to come and go from Earth already, I don't hate on that. If you can leave the Earth, this ain't a great place. I don't hate on you for that either. If you got the money and resources, good, that's cool. But here's the thing. I found a good way to wrap. I miss the days when the cliche quote going around was no man left behind, rather than the shit I hear these days, save yourself. Because here's the thing, not one of us, even those cocksuckers up there running this world that are torturing us, nobody has gotten anywhere to a position where they are without help from others. And it's about goddamn time that everybody starts helping everybody, because we all need help. And by the way, if you want to be if you want to spread philanthropy or help somebody, help the homeless perhaps. Don't go giving it to the fucking Salvation Army, or research these charities you're giving it to, because when it comes down to it, it doesn't get to the right people. I would suggest, if you want to help somebody, find somebody that you care for or that you see that is less than privileged. Go up and hand them a $5 bill. Go up and hand them a $100 bill. Hell, do whatever. Take them, get a meal, whatever. Give it to the person. And I figure the best way to help somebody is to sit down and listen and ask them, what do they want? What do they want help with, and how can you help them? Not what you want for them, because it's not your life. I'm Greg, much love. I'm gonna go wander down here. Thank you for listening. It's been cathartic to vent. I was in a little bit of a heated state of mind. I feel better getting that out, and hopefully it changes the world to some degree. I believe that 100%. We all have the ability to change our world for the better. Why change it for the worse, you gotta figure. Much love, respect, late.